Have you ever stared into a freshwater tank and thought, how hard can it be? Well, that's exactly what I thought until I found myself negotiating with algae and Googling nitrogen cycle at 2 o'clock in the morning. In this video, we're going to dive into the top freshwater aquarium tips that every newbie should know, because let's face it, hindsight's 20/20, but your fish tank and lives don't have to be. Before you dive into the freshwater aquarium game, I want to make sure that you're armed with the right knowledge. A little research now can save you from a lot of headaches later. Check out some forums, read up on some guides, and watch some videos to stay ahead of the curve and avoid those rookie mistakes. Fun fact, a study by the Journal of American Association for Laboratory Animal Science found that proper research and preparation significantly reduced fish mortality rates in home aquariums. And who doesn't want that? When it comes to forums, stick to hobbyist-related forums. I'm not a fan of as much as Google seems to love it. For forums, use plantedtank.net, Barport, or UK Aquatic Plant Society. For larger fish, stick to Monster Fish Keepers. Our channel is full of information as well, so don't forget about me. Hey, talking to you, 90% of you who don't subscribe. Like, seriously, just subscribe. Okay, setting up your aquarium takes time, so don't rush it. Good things come to those who wait, and that includes a tank that's popping with life. Let's give your tank the time it needs to cycle and mature before adding too many fish or plants. This ensures a balanced and healthy ecosystem, and impatience is a great way to cause a tank crash. The nitrogen cycle, though, is the real MVP of your tank. It's the behind-the-scenes magic that keeps everything balanced and your fish thriving. Understanding how ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate levels affect your tank is critical for maintaining a healthy environment for your aquatic friends. According to research published in Aquaculture Research, a well-established nitrogen cycle is essential for preventing toxic ammonia spikes, which can be lethal to fish. We've actually got a video all about the fishless cycle that you can check out in the card above. Here's another great tip. Get your family involved in your aquarium adventure. It's a fun way to share the experience and turn it into a group project. Plus, having more hands on deck means maintenance is easier, and it adds to the enjoyment of watching your tank grow and thrive together. Don't make your significant other resent you, have them join in instead. Alright, now I'm gonna have to talk to you guys about a serious problem that plagues the aquarium hobbyist life: multiple tank syndrome. That's right, if you or a loved one has been diagnosed with multiple tank syndrome, you need to watch for your space and your budget. Okay, seriously though, an article from Practical Fish Keeping magazine notes that hobbyists often expand their collections within the first year, leading to increased maintenance time and costs. It's super easy to get hooked and start dreaming about your next big setup. But remember, each tank requires time, effort, and resources to maintain. As much time as I've had in the hobby, I've never had more than 2 tanks running at a time. And that second tank was a quarantine tank. I recommend you do the same. With freshwater, it's very easy to have a collection. You can have plenty of hobbies and interests outside of fish. Me personally, I love Latin dance and going to the lake. Even thinking of getting into motorcycles. I don't want 20 fish tanks to own my life. Alright, here's the deal. Connecting with others who vibe with your aquarium passion is clutch. Local aquarium clubs are awesome for tips, advice, and even some sweet fish swaps. These communities are great for learning, sharing experiences, and finding support from fellow enthusiasts who understand the challenges and the joys of the hobby. I've got a big list of local clubs listed by the state on my website. I'll leave a link for you in the card above so you can check it out. The local fish store, or LFS as we call it, might mean well, but remember, they're trying to sell you stuff. Always cross-check with your own research before you drop that cash. Not all advice may be tailored to your specific setup, so it's important to double-check your information to ensure it aligns with your tank's needs. Forums are full of hot takes, but remember, everyone's got an opinion. Take advice with a grain of salt and always double-check the facts. While these platforms can be a goldmine of information, not all advice is created equal. So, do your own research, verify the tips you get. Also, be wary of some influencers. There are 2 types of influencers in the hobby: entertainers and educators. Stick to the educators as they want you to succeed, while entertainers are more about exposing as many people in the hobby as possible. Packing too many fish in your tank? Not a vibe. Overcrowding stresses your fish and wrecks water quality. Give them the space to swim and thrive. The American Veterinary Medical Association, or AVMA, actually states that overstocking is a common cause of stress and disease outbreaks in aquariums. Overcrowding can lead to aggressive behavior, poor water conditions, and increased maintenance, so plan your stocking levels very carefully. Aqua Advisor is a decent general tool for planning your stocking. It works okay for freshwater setups, but I wouldn't recommend it for saltwater tanks. Alright, here we go. Betta fish deserve way more than just a tiny bowl. They need room, they need clean water, and they need proper care to live their best lives. Let them level up. Bowls don't provide enough space, filtration, or stable water conditions, so a properly sized tank with a filter and heater is essential for their well-being. Personally, I wouldn't put a single Betta in a tank smaller than 5 gallons. Just like Bettas, goldfish need more room than a tiny bowl. A proper tank setup will keep them healthy and happy. Goldfish produce a lot of waste, so they're going to need plenty of space and a strong filtration to thrive. A spacious tank with proper care ensures that they live long, healthy lives. Fun fact for you, goldfish can actually live up to 20 years in a well-maintained tank, as noted by the American Goldfish Association. But these often suffer shortened lifespans in bowls due to poor water quality. Handling large, aggressive fish is best left to the pros. They require specific care and conditions that can be challenging to manage. They can get quite large injuries from fighting, and some will have no problems going for your hands when feeding them. These fish often need special tank setups, precise water conditions, and experienced care, making them unsuitable for most beginner setups. Good filtration is key to maintaining a healthy tank. It keeps the water clean and your fish happy, so don't skimp on the filter. A reliable filter helps maintain water quality by removing waste, toxins, and debris, ensuring your fish live in a clean, balanced environment. If you're just starting out, bigger's usually better. Larger tanks are more stable and easier to manage for beginners, so go big or go home. Research from the University of Florida's Department of Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences shows that larger aquariums have more stable water chemistry, thus reducing the risk of fluctuations that can harm fish. Bigger tanks offer more room for error, stable water parameters, and a more forgiving environment, making them ideal for those new to the hobby. The best beginner tank, in my opinion, for a freshwater hobbyist is a 20-gallon long, while for saltwater, a 40-gallon or 75-gallon tank. A reliable test kit is a must for keeping an eye on your water quality. It's your first line of defense against any problem, so don't skimp on it. Regular testing helps you monitor ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, pH, and other critical parameters, allowing you to catch issues before they become serious problems. Sounds good, right? Keeping your tank clean is a breeze with a solid gravel vacuum. It helps you get rid of debris and keeps your substrate looking fresh. Regular vacuuming prevents waste buildup, which can lead to poor water quality and unhealthy conditions for your fish. A good vacuum makes maintenance easy and effective. Regular maintenance is the secret to a thriving tank. Set up a schedule to stay on top of water changes and equipment checks, and consistency here, guys, is key. Consistent care helps prevent problems and keeps your tank running smoothly. Stick to your schedule to ensure your fish and plants stay healthy and vibrant. Here's a few things to plan a schedule when keeping a fish tank listed by daily, weekly, and monthly. Man, equipment always seems to fail at the worst times. A survey by Practical Fish Keeping revealed that over 70% of aquarists have experienced equipment failure, emphasizing the importance of having backup gear. Having backups ready can save the day, especially for critical stuff like heaters and filters. Thus, being prepared with spare parts and extra equipment ensures you can quickly address any failures and keep your tank stable in emergencies. For freshwater tanks, the most important backup equipment to have are air pumps, heaters, and a spare sponge filter with a sponge ready to go when needed. A power outage can be a disaster for your tank. Make sure you've got a backup plan to keep things running smoothly when the lights go out. Backup power sources like a battery-operated air pump or a generator can keep your tank oxygenated and maintain temperature during an outage, protecting your fish and plants. Another great thing to have is a Dr. Sochting oxygenator. This device will operate on only hydrogen peroxide and will work without electricity. Pretty cool. It'll manage nutrients if your filter goes down, and it's a must for any backup plan. Adding CO2 to your planted tank can seriously boost plant growth. It's easier than you think too, and your plants will totally love it. CO2 injection provides essential carbon that plants need for photosynthesis, leading to lush growth and some vibrant colors. As much as others will try to talk about fertilizers and lighting, CO2 is king. With the right setup, CO2 can transform your planted tank. But hey, no CO2, no problem. You can still rock a gorgeous planted tank by going low-tech with hardy, easy-care plants that don't need the extra boost. Low-tech setups are perfect for beginners and those looking for a simpler approach, using low-light plants that thrive without CO2 injection or heavy fertilization. Different plants, different vibes. Choose your fertilizers wisely to keep your plants lush and vibrant. Get the right nutrients for that insta-worthy tank, you know what I'm saying? Understanding the needs of your specific plants allows you to select the right fertilizers, ensuring that they get the nutrients they need to grow strong and healthy. As published in the Journal of Aquatic Plant Management, the correct use of fertilizers tailored to plant growth, the correct use of fertilizers tailored to plant needs can significantly enhance plant growth and overall tank health. Red plants, total showstoppers, but they're a bit high maintenance. They do need more light and nutrients, so be ready to give them some extra love. Although these plants do require those higher light levels and more specific nutrients, this makes them a challenge but quite the reward when they flourish. Lighting is everything for a planted tank. The right light spectrum can totally change the game for how your plants grow and thrive. Good lighting supports plant photosynthesis, encourages healthy plant growth, and brings out the vibrant colors in your plants, making it a crucial investment for any planted tank. For these tanks, I recommend the Fluval Plant LED. It's a great overall light for most setups. Alright, before you drop those new plants into your tank, give them a dip to get rid of pests and parasites. It's a quick move that can save you a lot of drama later. Dipping plants in a mild disinfectant solution before adding them to your tank helps prevent the introduction of unwanted hitchhikers, thus keeping your tank safe. Having the right aquascaping tools makes setting up and maintaining your tank way easier. They're worth the investment for that pro-level look. Tools like planting tweezers, scissors, and spatulas will help you design and maintain your aquascape with precision, making it that much easier to create some stunning layouts. Your substrate choice can make or break your tank's health. Pick one that's a perfect match for your setup to keep your fish and plants thriving. Different substrates offer different benefits, such as nutrient retention for plants or pH stabilization, so you gotta choose the one that best suits your tank's needs. I got a whole video on substrates that will walk you through the differences, and I'll leave it in the card above for you to check out. Alright, driftwood looks great, but it can leach tannins and turn your water tea-colored. Some people dig the natural vibe, but it's not for everyone. Tannins from driftwood can lower pH and soften water, creating a natural environment for some fish, but they may also darken the water, which isn't everyone's style. Be careful with the rocks you add to your tank. Some can mess with your water chemistry or release harmful stuff. Stick to aquarium-safe options. Rocks like limestone can alter water hardness and pH, so it's important to choose inert, aquarium-safe rocks that won't negatively impact your tank's water parameters. Aquascaping is an art form, and mastering the basics can take your tank from meh to amazing. It's all about creating that perfect, balanced environment. Actually, according to some research, aquascaping can enhance not only the aesthetics, but also the health of your tank by promoting a natural, balanced environment. With practice, you can learn to create stunning, natural-looking landscapes in your tank, making it a beautiful centerpiece for your entire home. When it comes down to it, patience and knowledge are your ride or dies in this hobby. Whether it's nailing the nitrogen cycle or picking out the perfect plants, every move you make helps your aquarium shine. If you're hungry for more tips and tricks though, be sure to check out my blog post for all the deets on making your tank the best it can be. Smash the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on more fish keeping wisdom. And visit our website for more info and to further support us, or better yet, click on the next video to your right. Catch you in the next video.